Hey, Brenda, Brenda. Hello, Joe. What's going on, my friend? Anything? You got no volume.
And have the mic on.
Okay. An old guy like me, I don't read lips very easily.
I mean, I don't have. I might have to jump out and come back again. My camera's not focusing. You can't change it while I'm on here. When it's got a third party working, it won't change. You find out why. I'll be right back.
Okay. Brenda, Brenda, how you doing, Brenda? Randy, drone shots. Everybody's here. Trevor. There's Joe's back again.
Yeah, that's better. It just needs to keep the focus point. You see, it stops focusing.
Well, it
It'll focus,
refocuses because you moved.
but it's not focusing fast enough. That's what's burning me up. It should be. About to switch positions of it. Because look, I didn't do anything.
Well, you moved.
I moved that much.
Yeah, and that's enough to get it to do it.
It should. I should have a. I
Well,
should have a
the
little
thing
bit
of
of
it is,
range.
Joe, what you got to take into consideration, and I don't know this, but you just started your camera up, so it's maybe it needs to warm itself up and get with the program. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that shouldn't have to. But it's like
Brenda
just
played golf today in the
that's
sunshine, 30-mile-an-hour
yep.
winds.
Well, I mean, she hit it about 4 feet.
Justin wants to know which camera you're talking about, Lee.
My
Joe.
son swallowed a toy after choking on it. Ooh wee! He swallowed it.
Yeah.
How big is the toy? Watch it, Trevor. I'll come over there.
So it's in his colon and it should pass, huh? Wow.
He's not gonna like it when it does.
No, because it's not going to be cylindrical. Trevor says out of focus is an improvement. Stop complaining, Joe.
Block him. I'm gonna time him out for about 3 months.
Yeah, we got a little bit of sunshine going on here today. It was at 4 o'clock. It was snowing. 32
There you
degrees
go.
out. Now we got sunshine.
I got that meeting to go to tonight. Now, technically, tonight's not the night I need to go. I need to go tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the new parents. The old
Oh.
parents know me.
Yeah, the old parents, oh, they all know who you are.
You know, so I may not go tonight. But I still may go tonight.
Brenda says, Captain Joe, I'll play golf anytime. I will beat you.
Maybe. Might. All I
So,
know is if I get it on the green, you're in trouble.
Brenda, have we heard anything from Jim at all? I've had several people ask.
$3.75. I'm looking on Temu right now. I need $3.75.
Mad Prop says 3 poops so far and no toy.
Man, that's something. I'm telling you, I don't know how it's going to come out.
I don't either. Depends upon what size it is and where it's at. And Brenda says no maybes, Captain Joe. She's beat your ass.
No, I'm telling you, you don't want me on a putting green. I don't know if she remembers they used to have a organization called Putt Putt.
Oh yeah,
And
yep. We had a
it was
putt-putt here, too.
the orange was the color,
Yep.
and it was Putt Putt. And they were on television, especially on the East Coast. They had a professional putters association, and there were people like Ricky Smith, the Ace Machine, and I can't remember all the names, but I used to go to Putt Putt here. We had a big 4-course area, and they had a sign up, join the Amateur Putters Association. Learn. It was like a stepping stone to the professional side. We got Paul wasn't listening, and Paul's easy chair, empty chair, 2 blocks.
And I'm pitching some peanuts out to your friends.
Pitching peanuts, another one. Ed, you missed it. People, I want a $3 and a $4 shirt, not $8 shirt. $3.76. Don't say pop order. Might just have to get a shirt or any kind.
They waved and said, "Thank you, Uncle Joe."
Well, tell them go by that gate and move that board a little bit. but Putt Putt organization, we used to go because we had a couple of my sister's boyfriend, Louis D'Amico, and his guy Harold Oda. We used to go out there and play Putt Putt all the time against each other. And I was the youngest one in the group. I was about 3 years younger than Harold, and about 8 years younger than Louis. So we go out there, and one of the guys said, "Y'all always coming out here and paying full price. Why don't y'all join the amateur club?" And we said, "What's that?" So he told us, you pay a yearly fee. You get to come out here for $1 and play all the courses you want all day long if you want. You get a free shirt that has your name on it, has amateur putting association, and you can participate in special tournaments and everything else, and win money and win prizes. And we said how much. It was cheap. It was like $25 for the freaking year. You know, so and this back then, this was the '70s though. It was $25 a lot of money back then. So
That'd be
we
like
all joined.
$100 today.
Yeah, probably. We all joined and we started playing putt-putt almost every night. And we had the run of the place. So if they had the place was full of people, when we walked up, it had by the hole, it said that if a person is wearing a putt-putt amateur shirt, they have the right of way. In other words, we could walk up and they'd have to let us go ahead of them. We could
Wow.
we go through, and everybody, we picked up a lot of girls. Let's put it that way, because we had a lot of dates. We go sit there and drink. They had a little malt shop across the street. We go sit
Yeah.
over there and drink a malt ice cream with them or something. Because we go out there, drop 3 balls on the thing, hit 3 holes at once, and go to the next hole. They say, "How y'all do that?" Well, you want us to show you? And then we take them out to for a drink later. At the malt shop. I had a lot of dates that way.
All right.
But we had a weekly tournament, and in the weekly tournament, the three of us used to either come in first, second, or third. So we dominate the tournaments because we played it so much. We went on a panhandle tour. It started in Orange Beach, Alabama, moved into Pensacola, Destin, and all that area. And we had 10 tournaments over the summer before I became a senior in high school. And Louis, Harold, and myself were first, second, and third in every tournament. The money we won paid for the whole trip.
Hey, Mark.
But I had a
Joe.
24 karat gold putter. It was like we used to have fun doing it.
I don't know if you've been watching, Mark, but Joe's trying to tell Brenda how much better a golfer he is than she.
No, I never said that. She's probably eat me up and everything else. Just get me on the green. Let me practice on the green a little bit. And
He was a member of the good old putt
the putting green.
Yeah, I know.
putting
He's told that
association.
story before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time ago though.
Yeah, we had a putt up on Lakeshore, north of town here. It was right up next to, used to be a drive-in theater. It's not there anymore, but the putt isn't either. And here comes your buddy Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny's still driving.
What?
Yeah, it's almost on. What you got, about an hour and a half?
You're
he's
muted,
muted.
Johnny.
I'm only 60 miles. 60 miles.
Oh, shoot.
60 miles.
When you pass by, wave, okay?
That's a hell of a drive.
Not that kind of wave.
I'm at NASA. I'm passing NASA, Joe. I'll stop and pick you up a rocket.
There you go. Yeah, don't even go over there. Go fly your drone. Go fly your drone in.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. I'll tell Mr. Stennis. I'll tell Mr. John C. Stennis you said it's okay.
Go park in the Stennis parking lot and launch your drones. See how long it lasts.
Yeah. Know it.
With all that kind of hustle, I don't think you need that kind of help from Joe, do you?
No.
Yeah, that sucker, I tell you, it wouldn't take much.
Look, Joe, I got you some. Hey, where's it at? I can't get it out. Shit.
I don't know what you're getting out, but maybe I don't want to see it. Chicken fries. Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Chicken and
Chicken
fries.
and fries.
I've never been to Buc-ee's.
You ain't missing none. Same old crap. It's just another convenience store. A big convenience store. They fixed an open one right here. What's that? Bean exit?
Yeah, that's almost Gulfport, right?
Yeah, it's only like, about 80 miles.
Yeah, when it opens, I'm gonna probably go.
About 60 for you.
Yeah, I'll take a ride over there.
Pick up some.
I'll go over there, check it out, and then go fly my drone along the beach.
Yep. Oh man, I'm tired of driving. Shit.
You have to fly next time.
Slidell, 12 miles. No, I ain't getting in no damn plane. Too much hassle.
Yep.
Got to be in New Orleans an hour, 2 hours early, drive there. Shit, I could be halfway over there.
You gotta check your bags and everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where's TJ? Oh, TJ had to go to work.
And
Yeah,
he goes at 6 o'clock tonight.
6 o'clock he goes to work.
Yeah, well, it's 6 now. Well, 5:15.
He went there this
All right.
morning. Thinking he
All
had to
right,
work
Joe,
this
here
morning.
it is. Welcome to Louisiana. I'm at the sign.
There you go.
Weekend.
Yeah, you're gonna be home quick.
I don't know if I got to get through that pitiful
Well,
town of Vanderbilt, Covington. I got to go through that crap.
Well, Joe,
Well, you'll be all right. You'll catch it right before it starts.
Johnny, Joe went over and tried to clean up your house a little bit after him and the dogs were there. So,
He probably was.
yeah.
I had to keep a low profile by the windows because his daughter kept looking in.
She was at school. Oh, Lord, the rivers are high. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah,
I bet
right.
you almost touching the bridge, right?
The spillway might get open the 27th.
Here
That's
comes
the Pearl
Lance.
River.
The
Ooh,
spring
Lord,
break lights.
I got chicken on Lance's shirt.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we hear you,
Yeah.
Lance.
Okay. I'm probably the first one ever to break a Neo.
You broke a Neo.
Oh, really?
I did.
You stepped
Broke
on
you-
it.
The
Yeah. What'd you do?
the
Sat on it?
the gimbal, there's a gimbal error. So I was flying it around the house and it was dark in one of these rooms, Joe.
Yeah.
And it
Should
started
have
to
ordered that
freak out.
light. Should have ordered that light, TJ.
I know. So it started to freak out a little bit
Yes,
and
it does.
kind of wander. And so I kept flying it, and all of a sudden it hit the front door. I was inside, hit the front door, and went down. And it only dropped about 5 feet, and it dropped onto a rug that was sitting on top of my hardwood floor. So it's not a thick rug. And
Right.
so I went, and I was in the family room, so I wasn't near the drone. I was, it was around the corner, and so I went to go get it and started launching. It said gimbal error, and I looked, and the gimbal had disconnected, not completely, but there's 2 little clamps, it looks like, on the front of the Neo, and so the gimbal was cockeyed, so
You can't snap it back.
so I snapped it back in, thinking, yeah, I could, and it didn't work, and so
I'm
the
thinking
gimbal's kind of
It's so
freaking.
cheaply made. I figured you could probably snap it back together.
So Paul, did you have refresh on that? Probably not, huh?
No.
Okay. So that's kind of where I am. I'll take a look at it after a while.
Man, you could send it into them. It probably won't be that much to fix. It'd probably be less than a carrier threshold.
Yeah.
They pretty reasonable on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's just let them
I mean,
know
you
what
can-
it's doing.
You might be able to just order. I mean, is it like a little plug and play, or is it?
I can't tell because it's not disconnected. It's still there. And it looked like I popped it back on, but the controller won't move the gimbal anymore up and down. So I try to roll the gimbal, and it
Yeah.
camera just sits there.
The care refresh was only $19 or something.
You cheap ass, Paul.
What's that?
Nothing. I'm just teasing you.
Yeah,
But
Paul
yeah.
didn't have he wasn't flying, so he didn't get carry pressure.
So anyway, now to order that light, right?
Oh, you did order the light?
I haven't. It's still sitting in my Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Did you order it, Joe?
Yeah.
You did. Okay.
I figure they add that little 21 grams to it, might make it fly a little bit better, a little more stability.
It's gonna slow it down a little bit, that's all.
Well, I didn't have my gain and expo setting. I didn't have the speed all the way up, and I didn't realize it.
Damn, it's a truck. Son of a bitch, pull in front of me. Damn it.
What's it doing?
Truck pulled out in front of him.
Some big old truck pulled out in front of him. I mean, he can. I can tell him that. I just don't want him to know that.
Yeah. And don't say anything on the road, you might get bullets thrown at you.
Yeah, no lie.
Hey, Lance, did you see back in the chat where who was it? Trevor's kid or
Randy,
Randy? Was it his kid or his grandson?
his son.
Ate a toy, swallowed it. They had to get him his airway clear, and he swallowed it. And they X-rayed him, and they see it. The toy is inside him.
Really?
Wow.
And he's pooped 3 times, and it hasn't come out yet.
How big is the toy?
Don't know.
I don't know. It might be one of those little ducks you printed.
That's what I was thinking. Them things are all over the place. I hope they don't think they Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
I'm sure when Scotty gets home, I had about 100 left. I put the whole little bag in his suitcase. He didn't see me.
So, hey, Randy, they're sending you a new one. Are you having to pay for anything? Your DJI 04 unit? Did he walk away from his computer, or is he a slow type?
He'll be back.
He's a slow type.
It says small silicone toy.
I see a fish.
Says she only felt it, didn't see it. She did the Heimlich, should have did some back blows. Send it back, knock him out. You do that first, before the Heimlich.
Give him a spoonful of Ipecac.
Well, it's in
Joe,
there. It ain't coming back that way.
Yeah,
Joe, you need to send,
want to
send
come
him a
back up.
Joe, you need to send him a crawfish and put in that aquarium.
Crawfish. There you go.
Yeah.
God darn it. I'm trying to find a $4 t-shirt from Temu.
Mad
Add to this
Prop
order.
says Mad Prop says Lance, at no cost, it was a warranty issue.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
Yeah. That's probably not going to cost you much. It's not that expensive of a drone. And for
Yeah.
the Air 2S, when they took it back and I had the gimbal problem, cost me $109 and they gave me a new one.
Hey, Lance, just go to Best Buy, buy a brand new one, and then stuff that broken one in the box and bring it back.
There you go.
They'll never catch it.
And
And then they'll sell it. They'll sell it to somebody for Best Buy
Refurbished.
refresh. Yeah, refurbished.
so what's 15% of 200? Because they're going to
30.
charge me
$30.
they're going to charge me $30.
$30.
Open it up. And it's going to cost me $30 to send it to DJI. Actually, they might.
They'll give you they'll give you a label.
Yeah, I think they'll send a label for free. I'll call
Yeah,
them.
the bottom line is that it's better for them. All they probably have to do is snap something back into place.
It goes
You
right
just
there.
don't know
to
what
you in
they're doing.
It goes to California right there by you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
Somebody's coming in.
Justin.
It may have
Oh
come up.
Lord, I gotta go.
See you guys.
sounds like a personal problem there, Joe.
If the gimbal controller's not working, it might just have pulled the wire off.
Yeah.
Well, knowing DJI, like Joe says, they're liable just to send you back another one, a new one, you know?
Yeah.
This is why I said to just buy your shit from Amazon or get the insurance for them. It's cheaper. You don't have to pay any extra cost like you do with DJI. Honestly,
told 'em,
their
that's what I
insurance is
said.
better. Their
Just
insurance is better than the DJI Carrier is.
Just order a new
Literally-
one from Amazon and stuff that one in the box. There you go. Send it back.
Well, no, what I'm saying is if you buy, say, a Neo, say you pay $100 for it, they'll charge you like $12 for like a 2 or 3 year warranty, and it covers anything you do to it. And you don't have to pay any extra cost. The only thing you're out is at $13. Like the DJI literally charges you for the Carrier Plus and then charges you a little bit more on top of it. Amazon would just give you all your money back, like Joe's insurance did. And the only thing you'd be out is what you paid them for the initial insurance. Coverage.
I don't know.
Oh,
What I do, Lance, is I just send it back to DJI and let them tell you what they think. Because they'll
Yeah, and
send
then
you,
they charge you more money.
well, no, they
Amazon
told
will
them,
literally give
they
you the
told
entire
them
amount.
they told them they would fix it for $30.
Right,
No,
but
that-
if he would have bought that through Amazon, when we looked it up the other day, he would have spent $12 for a 2-year warranty.
Well,
And he would
yeah,
have
but
only been out for
here's the
$12.
issue. It wasn't anything he bought. It's the
Exactly,
Neo,
but that's what I'm saying.
it's the Neo that I sent him, Justin.
Okay, so they want $30 to fix it?
Yeah.
No. I'm thinking Best Buy. If I bought it from Best Buy and stuffed this one back in and returned it, Best Buy's charging me 15% stocking fee.
Oh,
Yeah, see,
really?
Amazon don't even charge you that.
Yeah, Best Buy charges 15% on anything opened, any electronics opened, right? Isn't that correct, guys?
Well, open
I
it
don't
very
know.
carefully. Yeah, but
Yeah,
none
like
of
I
it's
said,
none of it's broke. They
Yeah,
ain't
but
gonna
like I
charge.
said, if you bought that Neo from Amazon and 4 months later, you paid that 2-year warranty on it. 4 months later, you crashed it. All you have to do is call Amazon, say, I crashed it. I need to use my insurance policy. They would give you the full amount you spent on it back, and you'd only be out that $14 you spent.
Hey,
And that's it.
Lance, I'm going. Lance,
I already knew that was coming.
But
You
see,
know, I'm
it gives
leaving
you
at
the
home.
option. Well, what's great about that is it gives you the money back, so you can choose to either keep the money, buy another one, or use it on something else you want to buy. You know, you're not stuck with a drone you may not like that you already
What's
want to
that?
get rid of anyway. I'm saying if you use the Amazon insurance.
I think it's the one he uses at school for his students, and they love it.
See, Best Buy doesn't even have a Neo.
Oh shit! You got a wreck on this side, Joe. You ought to see traffic's backed up all the way.
Eastbound?
Yeah, eastbound. This some bitch is backed up from this community college right here in North Shore. Past as far as I can see.
Wow.
Oh Lord, I'm glad it ain't on this side. Holy shit!
Must be a bad one.
It is. They got a car turned over in the neutral in the center. Damn. It is backed
Yeah,
up,
but
Jack.
that's my whole point, Randy, is you didn't even have to get the fucking thing repaired. You just get all your money back and you buy another one.
God, you're going to have to do something about that Bluetooth hands-free. Your audio sounds terrible.
Yeah,
Justin.
Justin's
Oh.
Justin's audio is bad. Yep.
I am hands free. Look, I'm hands free.
All right. You don't want to be in that ditch. Hold on.
Self driving, it's self driving. Ooh, they backed up forever. Holy shit. I feel sorry for them people going that way. Dudes, if you knew what I knew, you would turn around. It's telling me to put my hands on the wheel.
So your car's got all those gizmos and stuff to tell you to watch your driving and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, well, it's self-driving, but
You're driving a Cybertruck?
yeah, Cyber Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
I wonder why people were throwing shit at me.
Uh,
How come this thing says $3? Thing says $3 and 33 cents, and when I click on it, it goes to $4.
When you wash it, it's gonna shrink up like a washcloth.
No, I ain't worried about this. This is for my granddaughter.
Oh,
Yeah, this thing
Randy's
changing.
Randy's
price.
teaching his daughter how to cuss. Or I think he probably listens to she probably listens to this podcast.
Oh yeah, Joe, she hasn't been over to see you in a while, has she?
Who?
Your
Granddaughter?
granddaughter.
I'll go over and see her. It's easier.
Didn't she used to come there?
Yeah, she's going to daycare now.
Oh, okay. So you lost your babysitting gig.
Thank God.
Now, when you go see her, the dogs don't get the chance to see her, do they? They used to like her, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they love it when she comes over.
Joe, Vanderbilt, 1 mile.
Yeah, no, you were flying. You couldn't have been. You weren't that far. And you're at the Louisiana state line.
I'm at 1088 though. That Vanderbilt exit.
Yeah, you see the water tower. They
Nah,
got it all
not yet.
painted now.
I'll be coming up on it.
Yeah, when you come up on it, look at it. They got it all painted now. Might have to go out there and fly it again. Yeah, you're gonna be surprised when you see it now. It looks good.
Yeah, the top was on the ground last time I saw it.
Yeah, I flew it when they put it together, but they haven't had it completely painted yet. Now they got the blue and white all set up.
Want to go outside. Oh man.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's all painted. Yeah,
It looks nice now. What's the name on it now? It says something.
Gulf South.
I couldn't remember if it said Granger or Gulf something. I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
It
nah,
said
that's
something.
Gulf South. That's Moran and them's company. Yeah,
Yep.
it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good now.
I see that dent that a drone must have hit that sumbitch. It's got
Yeah.
a dent in it.
So I did a touch and go.
You should have tagged it. You should put my sticker up there.
Oh, that would be crazy. Don't give me any ideas. Tag it with the Neo. How about that?
I'll tag it with the FPV drone. Yeah, you can do that. Just crash it right into it.
I'd love to tag it. I'd love to tag it with the USA Drone Flyer.
Okay, guys, I've got a question for you. Probably more so for the people watching. I'm on a laptop. Oh, now I have it. No, I got it now. Don't worry. Forget it. Forget my question. Every once in a while, I don't see the chat on my laptop, and I don't know why. I'm going to switch to the laptop here, just so you know, Paul.
I don't see the chat. Can you see the chat on the phone?
Yeah,
How do you see
Yeah,
the
I
chat
don't know
on the
how.
phone?
on YouTube.
Oh, I am on YouTube. Now I'm on, I guess I'm in.
You're probably watching Zoom.
Oh, doorbell.
Lance is
That was
back
me.
again.
I'm back on my other. I'm on my laptop now, so
Okay,
figured I would
so you can
go
see the,
downstairs.
see the chat.
Well, I can see the chat, but I'm gonna go downstairs with the laptop. I'm in my office.
You got an echo going.
Now you don't. I took out the I took off my lap or my desktop.
Okay.
I can walk around now. Go downstairs. I got to keep an eye on the dog. I can't keep the dog out of my sight for longer than 15 minutes in case she gets sick.
Joe, I'm coming up on you. I'm coming up on your exit, Joe.
I'm waving.
He's waving.
You'll
Joe,
be home in 20 minutes.
Joe, you didn't tell me if you had a lot of flooding in your area.
No,
Okay, because I know before you used to have floods and stuff. You had to park your car up on the hill or something.
no, I just move a little bit further in the parking lot. It's a little higher.
It don't even look like it rained here.
Oh, we had a lot of rain. All the inside did flood in here, but it was draining good. It never pooled anywhere. It's got to rain a lot in a short period of time for it to flood. But if it's steady and it's like 1 or 2 inches an hour steady, it's going to drain. But if we get 3 to 4 inches steady, that's when it starts flooding.
I should have stopped. Should have stopped filming that pond right there. But this Lopa building.
Yeah, they got a big pond back there.
I see
There's
it.
other places you go on a Sunday back by the Toyota place and park right there when everything's closed.
You know where we
Wow,
need to go?
man.
The Budweiser, the Bud Light facility. They got a nice pond.
Yeah. We could always sit out there after we fly and take pictures of us drinking some other kind of beer.
Yeah, we could drink some Coors Light right in front of Budweiser. All right, I'm going over the bridge, Joe. There's the causeway. Man, they still got some traffic, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're gonna get some traffic, but it should move. You'll slow down till you get past 21.
Yeah, I know. My daughter be leaving work right now. She might be on the interstate right now.
Pull up alongside of and wave.
Yeah, it's good. I'm all ready. Once I get to past this Sam's right here, I got to beat.
Yeah, you'll be at Robert quick.
So this is Lance's week off, right?
Yep.
Yeah, my week off, day number 1,
Spring break?
Yep.
spring break.
But your wife had it last week, right?
Correct.
The week before.
Bingo.
Yeah, Lance's wife is a teacher too, and she had off last week.
And my daughter was in town for her spring break. She was off as well. And I was reading on the San Diego State University parent site that a lot of kids were getting busted in Tijuana. They were
wow.
just drunker than crazy. It sounded like it was crazy town right there. And a lot of the San Diego State, there was a lot of San Diego State sweatshirt paraphernalia on, is what the parents said. They said that a lot of the kids got a little too crazy. But it was to be young, right?
Yeah, no lie. I even had a ponytail back then. Justin, don't laugh.
You had a ponytail, huh, Johnny?
I did.
Are you 60 yet, Johnny? Yeah.
Am I what?
60.
What year did you graduate from high school?
74.
Okay. So I was right behind you at 78. So you would have been a senior. You would have been picking on me.
Yeah, well, yeah, I graduated in 74, so yeah. We just had a 50th anniversary, a 50th reunion, well, a year ago now. Yeah, you know what's funny, man? We had 38 people last year, you know, on the board that had passed away. So
Wow.
this guy comes up to me. He's a twin. It was Ricky and Dickie. He comes up to me. He goes, Johnny, my brother is not passed away, and he's on that list. Man, I mean, I didn't do it, but he was just telling me, you know. So
Yeah.
and 3 months later, the guy died.
Oh,
Oh,
geez.
wow. Wow.
Well, leave him on the list.
I know, that's
So
crazy.
my best man, who I went to high school with, just passed away in February of dementia.
Oh wow, he was
Very
young,
young,
yeah, shit.
65.
Yeah,
65.
that scares me. My brother passed away like 4 years ago with dementia, and I mean, it's kind of scary. Because like 15 minutes, he'd be like perfect, and the next 15 minutes, he'd be like, you know, like, hey, I ain't saw you in a couple of days. I might have just left his house, you know.
Yeah. I was talking to my buddy on the phone about 6 months ago, and he talks so fast, and he wasn't a fast talker, but with this condition, you could barely understand him because he talks so fast. He was just rambling, you know, talking, you know, and then he would get lost on what he was saying, and then as
Yeah.
he was talking to me, he said, "You know what? I'd really like to be talking. You know who I really want to talk to is that Lance guy." You know, and he'd been talking to me
Yeah,
for half an hour.
yeah,
It's
that's
like,
sad.
oh God.
It's sad.
But his brother called me about a month ago and said in fact, he called me the end of February. He had passed away that day. And that's two people in my wedding now that are no longer here, and we're all young. Heck, one of my wife's bridesmaids died at 63 about a year ago, year and a half ago.
Yeah, I got the
And
other
now,
problem. My wife is not part of the wedding no more. Mine. Joe, they backed up on 21 right there.
Yeah, that's always. That's everybody getting off from St. Tammany Hospital.
Yeah, it's 444 there, right?
Yep.
So Johnny,
There's a Budweiser. There's a
when-
Budweiser place.
when did
What's
you
that?
when did you leave to go down there?
I left last Monday.
Wow, so you've been gone a week.
Yep.
Well, Joe, did you use his place for the week or just a few days here and there?
Don't tell them.
Don't tell? Okay.
so Johnny, you know that song by Jimmy Buffett, "Gypsies in the Palace," right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's what Joe was. He was
Yeah,
drinking all
yeah.
your liquor and playing with all your toys.
Yeah, it probably was. He's playing with my printer.
Yeah, what I should have done, I should have gone over there and got your daughter to open up the house, went in there and put an empty drink can on the counter and put one of my stickers there.
And an empty pizza box.
Why are you in here again, Paul?
No, it's not me, it's Justin.
He's striving to be like you?
Oh, shit. I don't know. I'm getting tired now.
You're almost there, Johnny. Hang in there, Johnny.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Justin's tired of being Geeks Varner, so now he's Paul.
Hey, Brenda.
So that chicken and fries you got, how much that cost you?
$8.99.
That's expensive.
Yeah, I know. It's Buc-ee's. plus it's on the beach. I mean, that's going to one going to Orange Beach, so you know they get the double sticky right there.
Yeah.
It's Robertsdale actually, but you know. That little town, they said, because we knew the mayor there. I mean, because you know it's right there by Orange Beach. He said in 1 month, Bucky producing more tax than the whole town used to bring in.
See, it's a good thing.
And it's in Robertsdale, which is like, I mean, they don't even have like maybe one red light.
They have a gas station there?
Do they have a gas station? Bucky's?
Yeah.
Bucky,
You guys
Or
hear
you
me?
mean another?
you got like 200 pumps.
Yeah,
Am
now
I
they got-
back
yeah,
or
it's
did
not-
I get kicked off?
Are
we
you
have-
here?
Am I?
You're still there.
Somebody's at my front door.
That's somebody leaving.
Hey, Lance, you looking forward to Wednesday?
What's Wednesday?
The par 3 competition.
The what?
Here comes Ed.
The par 3 competition is on the Wednesday at the Masters.
What's up, Ed?
Good afternoon.
Lance is entered again.
Yeah, he's coming in. He'll be here.
Just got bounced off.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hey, Ed.
There we go.
What's up? What's up?
Wrong side.
18
Mr.
miles. 18
Mr.
miles.
Johnny,
100
Mr. Johnny, you're still driving?
180 blocks. I got 18 miles to go. Yeah, I'm still driving.
How?
Yeah, you getting there.
I bet that bed's gonna feel awfully good tonight.
Oh, my. Oh, Lord. That truck about went off the road.
Well,
Mr.
Joe, did you keep his bed made for him ready or what?
Yeah.
Mr. Joe, thank you for doing that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I slept on his couch.
Oh, you let
So
the
bad.
dog sleep in the bed. Okay, I got you.
In a recliner. Slept in a recliner. And what? I know I should have unplugged that thing before I left.
Hot Rod says to drive faster.
I'm going
No, yeah,
81. I'm going
yeah.
81 miles an hour right now. So keep hands on wheel. Damn it! It always tells you that shit.
That cyber truck.
Hey, I'm getting 24.3 miles per gallon, Joe.
Yeah.
How much?
24.3.
24.3.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
No, Rick got like 33 in that Maverick with the hybrid. He was getting about 10 more miles per gallon than me. But it's a hybrid.
He's got a Maverick.
He got the Maverick, yeah, the hybrid.
I keep looking at him. And like I said, I like what you got.
I
But then
didn't
look
like
at
the
I pass the Broncos and the Mavericks all the time.
I didn't like the Maverick. I didn't like the inside of it. It looked cheap to me.
But I like the Broncos too.
Wonder where our buddy Dominic is at.
He's been chasing them girls and I'm listening to him.
Don't forget, his clocks went back at weekend. So he's now an extra 2 hours behind.
Oh, okay.
Bogey spot.
How far? How? So it's like 14 hours difference or 13 hours from Wyoming to Australia?
Yeah, something like that.
So it was like 10:30. It used to be like 10 o'clock in the morning, right? When
Echo, what time is it in
you guys
Melbourne?
got on.
In Melbourne, it's 7:51 a.m.
10 to 8 in the morning.
10 to 8.
Yeah, that's,
So yeah,
so that's
9,
14
10.
hours. No, that's, yeah, that's 16 hours.
10 to 8 tomorrow morning.
Well, shit, I should have been Dominic. I already been home.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, the river is high. Holy shit.
Ed's
Yeah,
got his,
everything-
his new YouTube
that-
thing up.
Everything's high over here. You need to, like I said, you can't get near the lighthouse.
And I could put one of them little baby ducks in there and let it float to it.
Yeah, the riverfront, Madisonville riverfront, it was about 8 to 10 inches from going over the top.
Oh, wow.
Six miles of Hammond. But I got to get on
Staying up?
55.
You staying on 50 up to 55?
I'm going to go to 12 to 55, yeah.
Yeah. That's the easiest way for you. Probably the fastest too.
Oh, yeah, for me, yeah, because I ain't but a mile and a half or so off the interstate.
Joe, what kind of camera do you have? Because I asked like 15 times in the chat, nobody would answer me.
What chat? I don't see a chat. Hold on. I've got two different ones. I've got the stop walking on it. Stop.
The
Got the
YouTube
Canon
chat.
5D3.
No, your webcam.
Oh. That's an Anchor. I've got to get the name of it.
Was it the
Anchor.
2.7K?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, for some stupid reason, the program acts as it's using the camera, which technically it is to make adjustments. But it won't let you do it while you're using like Streamlabs
Yeah.
or Zoom or something.
Yeah, it won't let you do it when a third party's taking it over.
I think that's so dumb.
Yeah.
Logitech shit does the same thing. It's like they put all these camera adjustments in there, but you can't do them if you're already on a live stream.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get right here, like right here. This is where I sit 90% of the time, right here. I don't get any closer. You see how it changed?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So it doesn't get any closer, right? I'm going to set it on manual so it doesn't focus and change. So when I turn like that, it won't change.
You need to put that filter on.
The black one, the one that I can't see.
The one
you
that
can't
makes
see?
him look 20 pounds lighter.
Yeah, there you go. Put that one on.
Yeah, the ND1000.
Yeah, I got one up there. All I got to do is press the button and it'll close it. Yeah, I'm disappointed at how it loses focus like that.
Oh, that's not how you really look?
Yeah.
Man, Joe, that Power 1000, that some bitch is heavy carrying it around. I tell you what.
You had it with you?
Yeah, I brought it.
Yeah, you should try the 6,000, the one I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need a
Yeah.
crane for that one.
It's like carrying like 2 car batteries around.
Yeah,
That
it's
sucker
heavy.
is heavy.
It's
I
39
almost used
pounds, I
mine.
think.
Yeah, something like that. I almost used mine the other night. Lost electricity for 2 hours. I took that little portable fan that you got, that I bought, and went over there, put the big battery in it, turned it on, and hit the ceiling by my bed. And I could feel the breeze hit me. I fell sound asleep.
I thought about bringing that. I meant to grab it. It was so hot out there.
Yeah, I would have had it. I would have had it with me.
What do you need a fan for with all that wind that was there?
Different kind of heat. Different kind of wind.
I don't know. If I'd have put one more thing in my truck, it'd have collapsed. I was glad to get rid of all that crap.
Man, if 39 pounds is heavy, you better go hit up the gym like Drake.
Yeah, I do. I know.
Should I carry that much between my legs?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too much information there, buddy.
Justin must have bumped his head.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which head?
Uh-oh, I see the exit. Ham and pasta too. I'm not
Yeah,
getting all
like I was saying, when I went to the river the other day, it was only about 8 to 10 inches lower, the water lower than the top of the thing. I was able to measure that easy.
You're
Would you
taking
use
a
the
leak?
measure?
Well, Justin is taking all the credit for he named his member the Nightstick.
Where's you going, John? By
No,
90?
it's called Mr. Snuggles.
You what?
How
Mr.
fast you going?
Snuggles?
90?
Going 78.
Okay, I figure you moving pretty good.
I'm moving
But
fast
you-
as this stupid Cadillac get out in front of my.
Yeah, it'd be like I thought you were driving like my son drives with that Charger.
There's the exit. But I ain't
Well,
getting off
what's the speed limit? 70?
70.
He doing 78. He doing 8 over. You usually can get away with about 5 or 6, but usually you go past that and they'll snag your ass.
Well, he's
Look,
near
Dan-
him and he knows all the cops.
There's Best Buy right there, Lance. You can bring your thing back there.
I
There
always
you
go
go.
5. I always go 5 over. That's my limit.
You should get 10% over because your speedo can be up to 10% out of calibration.
You know, most of them here will give you like a 5 to 7 mile an hour buffer. But usually if you're past that, then they'll pull you over.
Hey,
Unless it's
Paul,
a school zone, you better not be 1 over.
That's the exit
Look
I'm
at the
looking
one-
for.
look at the one Ed picked.
The what?
And
The
Ed picked
background
the one
Ed.
that you like.
That's right.
My rule of thumb though, Mark, is just 5 over. I don't go past that. I just put
Yeah,
on cruise. I'm on the highway.
I
It's
had a
70,
hard
I'll
time
do.
though between this one and the first one.
Yeah, the first
there-
one and that one. I like the first one and I like that one.
They got cops right up here too. Look on the side of the road. There they go. They
So
got
you're gonna
somebody
use-
pulled up.
You gonna use
got
it as your
somebody pulled
background?
You see fucking Johnny on with his phone out the window. Look at the cops. As he's on the live stream, fucking.
Oh shit, they over there writing a ticket too.
They better slow down.
Jackson. I'm going to Jackson. That's me.
So Ed, you're gonna use that as the background right there?
Yeah, and I'm gonna put it on the channel too.
Okay, I'm gonna take that one right there and redesign it a little bit so when you sit, you won't be in it.
Wasn't that a song? Going
Okay,
So it'll be out of your area.
okay, and then I'll just send it to my email address.
Dude, get over shit. Stupid little fuck.
I had to write 3 kids up today for keep fucking eating on the bus.
They can't eat on a bus.
No,
Man, what kind of rule is that?
What would they eat?
Yeah, what kind of?
because they're
Candy?
fucking. No, they're bringing candy, chips, full on fucking cafeteria trays and shit on the bus. I was like, And see,
No.
our bus has now having a problem with roaches because
Oh,
of it.
shit.
So I've been getting on the kids about eating on there, and they haven't been listening the last week. So I wrote 3 of them up today, turned them into the school.
So what the principal does, they call them into the office, they give them a piece of candy and tell them to go back to class.
Yeah.
That's up
Well,
there, not in
I mean,
Florida.
no. See, Lance is actually not half wrong about that. They used to be really bad about doing referrals for the buses, but now they actually have a compliance officer that works for the bus department for the county, and he forces the schools to take action on all of them now, because they used to just literally they would throw half of them in the trash. They wouldn't even look at them. And the bus department was getting super pissed because they weren't following through with any of them. And so the county came in and they put a enforcement officer or something, some kind of title in there. And now there's a guy that actually goes through all the schools every week. And if it's not answered, or if it's not responded to within a certain time, he'll show up to the school and force them to. So
Have you thought of maybe some kid brought it from home?
no,
The
they're bringing
cockroaches?
straight cafeteria food on the bus, dude.
No, I'm
It
talking
doesn't-
about the cockroaches.
I mean, it is a possibility, but with them eating food on the bus does not help the situation. You know what I'm saying? And they've
Yeah.
already fumigated our bus twice. Those little bastards are a pain in the ass to get rid of, I'll tell you that.
They come in with those little red checkerboard boats of food.
No, one of them actually had one of those paper trays the other day and had fucking chicken in there. And then, mind you, they lunched 4 hours before, and I was like, and it was hot. I was like, where the fuck did you get that?
Chicken like
Like-
that? Right there?
And that's all I'm
Like
thinking.
that?
I literally asked the kid, I said, where did you even get that food? One of the teachers gave it to me, knowing you were about to get on the bus, really.
Justin, is it the
Did you,
chicken like,
did you
like
write the
Johnny's?
teacher? Did you write the teacher up, Justin?
No, I can't do that.
There's the Popeyes I got kicked out of right there.
But it's just, and the
Whatever, how that happen?
the sad part is two of the three kids that are like the biggest culprits of it. I don't have a problem with any of the other kids. It's just these three. Two of them are only on the bus for like 15 minutes. And it's like, you can't wait till you get off the bus. Like literally it's a 15-minute ride. The third one, she's one of our last stops. So she's on the bus for a long time, but that's still, it's not I can't let one do it if the other ones aren't allowed to, you know? They can have drinks on the bus as long as they have a closed lid. So if it's like a
Twist-
mug or something
twist
like
cap.
that. Yeah, it has to have a cap on it. Which I'm fine with drinks as long as it's not like open soda cans and stuff like that. But if it's got a closed lid, that's fine.
Damn, gas went up again here. Shit.
But yeah, it's just there's like literally you'll have a bag of chips in your bag and you can't wait 15 minutes to get off the bus to eat them.
Yeah.
So you
Johnny's
can't
getting
just,
close.
just eat, you can't just eat one.
Well, I know. Like I caught the kid again today opening up a bag of Cheez-Its. And I was like, literally, I walked up to him. I said, "What are you doing?"
Oh,
I said, "You literally are going to be off the bus in 10 minutes. Why couldn't you have waited to open that? Put it back in your bag."
we used to smoke on the back seat of our bus.
And the thing is like our buses are covered in cameras in the
My
inside
daughter
and
is
out.
my daughter is behind me. I see her.
We got
Look, Joe, I'm home. I'm home, Joe.
There you go.
Nice.
I mean, we got what 5 cameras just inside the bus.
All
Or
right.
6 cameras. There's 2 that look
Roger.
both directions completely down the aisle, and then there's 4 on the
Roger.
sides of the bus up at the roof that look down at the kids.
Later, guys. I'll be back.
See you, Johnny.
Good
Later,
seeing you.
Johnny.
I'm home.
Johnny made it home, huh?
Yep.
Either that or he's just pulled into somebody else's driveway.
He thinks it's his house. He's confused.
Boone was out in the backyard stalking all the squirrels and the birds and I had to get his butt in.
Ed, you missed it. He said he was going to feed the squirrels.
Ah,
Joe, I didn't know you fed the squirrels.
I eat squirrel. You're right.
Every time I feed the squirrels, Joe, they always they look at me, give me a thumbs up, and say, "Thank you, Uncle Joe."
You're right. I eat squirrel.
I would try squirrel, but I have never just had the inkling to go fucking kill a squirrel. And eat it.
There's too many other things to eat in the world than to eat squirrels.
Well, I mean, it's just weird and kind of off-putting eating meats that because we've all grown up with grocery stores and
It's like
a lot of us are used to buying what's there.
Justin,
that's the
have you
meats
ever
you
had
eat.
head cheese before?
No, but I know plenty of girls that have.
You set that one up. I knew that was coming.
Hey, Justin, Trevor says, stop being such a hard ass on the kids.
yeah. Yeah, be nice to them. Come on.
Oh, like I said, it's not they have gotten really strict from the the district over it. So, and that's because they've had an outbreak on multiple, like I said, and I've told, we were talking, a bunch of the bus drivers were talking the other day, and I was talking to them, and I was like, yeah, I said, they're really blaming a lot of these buses that are having roach problems right now on the food. I said, but I guarantee a majority of it is just kids bringing it in from home. Is what
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
for sure, for sure.
I was like, but the food obviously doesn't help the situation, because there's times I go through the bus and I find candy on the floor and food wrappers that they shoved in between the seats and everything else. So, I mean, that doesn't help at all if you already have a problem with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now Justin's been there 6 months and he's Sergeant Schultz.
Yep.
No, he sees everything.
Talking about that, Dennis the Menace died yesterday, huh?
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
The original Dennis the Menace.
Uh-huh.
How old
Oh.
was he?
That guy must have been like 100.
73.
Oh, he's my age.
The original Dennis the
He
Menace
was young.
was in the Beano comic in the UK. He was just a cartoon character.
Wow.
That's how a lot
You
of
know-
cartoons have started. They were originally comics at some point, like newspaper comics or something.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I miss that. I miss reading the comics like that as a kid.
Oh yeah, and what newspapers are left, at least the ones around here, they don't have half of what they used to have in the paper anymore. I mean, it's mainly just ads because they can't afford to not have, like, you open it up and it's just mostly just flyers shoved in the middle of it. And the actual newspaper itself is actually really small. It's because that's the only way they can afford to stay afloat, because nobody's just doing newspapers anymore.
You don't know.
Yeah, our newspaper used to have two pages of just.
Would have thought we
jokes.
would have gone this route, huh?
Well, and the only ones, honestly, when I'm like in the gas station, the only ones I ever actually see them buying newspapers are your guys' age range of people. You don't ever see a young person just buying a newspaper.
No, because they're all online.
I don't know if my daughter's ever read a newspaper.
Do you guys remember
the,
the? Go ahead, just a second.
I was gonna say, remember the little coffee, what was it, the little coffee paper you would get that had all the games in it, and if you found the little guy on the sheet, you would win like $100 or something. Remember that? It was Coffee News.
Yep.
They still have that. I every time I see one of those, I pick it up and read it.
Did you guys have the Auto Trader book too?
Oh yeah.
Like you pick it up at 7-Eleven for free, the booklets
Yeah,
for
they
cars?
still have those outside the gas stations around here, but they don't have the newspaper dispensers anymore. Yeah, some of the gas stations, most of the gas stations, you have to go inside to get a newspaper if you want one. They don't actually have the machine out there anymore.
Over here at Auto Trade, there is a car selling magazine.
That's what it is here too.
Yeah, it's not free.
Yeah, here they're free. You can just walk up to the little booth thing, and it's like a newspaper machine, but it just opens up and you can just grab one out.
Yeah, we used to have it, but they took it away.
People ain't stealing those like to make a issue out of it anyway. I mean, it's not like people are going and stealing handfuls of it. Guess unless you need packing material.
Star Trek
Putting down on the floor.
Voyager on Pluto.
I used to say, I remember when
Star Trek Voyager on Pluto.
the Monopoly game came out, and they were putting the Monopoly pieces in the newspapers. Oh my God, dude! People would go up to the newspaper machines and put 50 cents in and take the whole fucking stack. It just, it didn't dispense just one. You could reach in there and grab the whole damn stack of newspaper.
Remember McDonald's used to give away Monopoly little cards. They weren't even cards. They were little,
like game boards.
Yeah, game boards. And I don't know what you'd ever win. I never won it. Never collected
Well,
them long enough
They
to-
still do that.
They still do here, yeah.
yeah, they started doing it again the last few years, but the reason why they stopped doing it for years was because that guy that was connected with the mob back in the 90s, he had access to the winning pieces, and everybody that won turned out he was connected to them. And he was taking like they would win the $1 million, and it turned out that he was hosing the shit out of these people. He would give them the winning piece, they would turn it in, and then he would take like 80-90% of the money, and they would end up with like 10 or 20 grand by the end of it.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a whole documentary on it. And it was fixed for years, dude. People weren't winning any of the grand prizes. They were all people that this guy was giving the pieces to.
Well, yeah, Laura and David only ever win free meals and.
I mean,
stuff.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, though. Shit, I'll take a free meal. Just like when I worked at McDonald's when I was, what was I, like 18 or 19 at the time? Dude, when they would do the Monopoly game, there was so many employees that would steal stacks and stacks of cups and French fried sleeves. And they were stealing them left and right. It was crazy. Because technically you weren't allowed to play it if you worked for McDonald's, but they would just take them to another McDonald's and use them. It's not like they asked you for your ID or anything. They didn't know who you were. You know,
Mhm.
you could drive 5 miles down the road and hit 2 McDonald's and nobody there knew who the fuck you were. Oh yeah, dude, these young kids, when I was working there, they were stealing them left and right to the point where they started having to lock them up in the manager's office because it got so bad.
Well, I spent 4.5 hours in accident
Let me see if I-
moving from there to from triage to having bloods done to go to another place for the doctors to inspect you, then sent to the surgical hub, only to be said, yeah, it needs to come out. We'll send for you in 4 or 6 weeks. Well, what the fucking hell did I come for? I've got apparently a subcutaneous cyst on my shoulder blade.
Wow.
Here you go. There's the link in the chat if anybody wants to watch that was a really good video somebody did on YouTube about it. They explained the whole Monopoly scam and everything.
Traverse City just opened a squirrel season.
I don't even know if they actually have a squirrel season. I think you can kind of just go
Nope.
wherever. No, obviously Paul wouldn't because he's in the middle of the city, but if you were out in the woods, like you lived on the outskirts of the city in the wood and you had property, you could probably just shoot them anytime you wanted.
Yeah, well, they're classed as vermin, I think.
Yeah, I don't think anybody gives a shit, to be honest. Just like wild boar, there's open season on those all the time.
Yeah.
You hear
$1
they do
billion
hog.
fraud. My gosh.
Yeah, dude, it's a very interesting video if you watch it. The guy does a really good job on the video explaining everything and breaking down all the different people and the news stories on it and everything. But it went on for years and nobody knew about it. And so they said this guy was apparently connected with the mob somehow, or he was associated with them or something or another. Yeah, but somehow this guy got access to all the winning. I think he worked for McDonald's or he worked for the company that made the pieces or something or another, but he had access to all the winning pieces.
That's crazy. Oh, I wish I would have known this guy.
Well, yeah, but the thing is he took everything. He would have
What's
left you with nothing because he threatened people. He would
Oh,
threaten them with his connections. you know, and people were scared and would give it up to them. Like there were some people that said they walked away with nothing
Oh, wow.
by the time it was all said and done because the guy like extorted them for all the money. And then you got to take out the taxes, right? Probably 20-30% in taxes. So by the time they take taxes, you might get like 600,000 of that, you know? And then the guy was pretty much taking all of it. He was extorting them for it.
They don't tax winnings like that in the UK.
Oh, they do here. It's 30, I think the lottery's 33% or something like that, or 30%, somewhere in the 30s. So if you win $1 billion, you'll walk away with like 500 or 600 million, something like that, about 600 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, our lottery hasn't got any tax on it at all.
Plus, it depends on which prize, the way you want to take the prize. Like usually, if you want a bulk payout, you'll end up getting less than if you take like a monthly payment for the rest of your life. Most people will take the bulk payout. They just want it all.
Mm.
There's like different options you can do when you take out a lottery winning. They give you like different options of how you want to get it. And I think depending on how you get it can also determine how much you get back. But shit, if I won $1 billion jackpot and I walked away with 500 million, I wouldn't be bitching.
Mm.
I'd be more pissed if I was the guy that won the second ticket and only got $1 million of that.
Somebody outside of the UK, so living in Europe, won the Euro Millions last Friday. One person won £209 million.
Yeah, and our lottery's been going well over $1 billion quite a few times over the last couple of years. I think the largest one was recently. It was like 1.2 or 1.3 billion.
I think you will like that soup.
I'll try it later.
I like it.
Wife made spicy soup.
Shelby doesn't like it. Too spicy for her.
Clear your sinuses out, huh?
And something else later.
Spicy soup, that sounds good.
Paul, did you go fly your Neo today?
No. It's the weather wasn't that good.
No.
Paul doesn't have a Neo. You mean the flip?
The flip.
The flip, yeah. Sorry.
But Joe flew his Neo.
Yeah, how did it perform with your new speed settings?
Joe, did you fly with the new settings?
You're on mute, Joe.
Oh, it's just storing flip.
What?
He's storing, I didn't fly it, he's storing shit.
Okay. So I was actually wrong. It was more. So the 4 top biggest jackpots, the one I was thinking was about a year or so ago. But the biggest one was 2.4 billion on November 7th, 2022. And somebody won it with only one person won the whole jackpot.
Wow.
The second one was in October of 2023. That was the one I was thinking of. That one was 1.765 billion. And then there was one in 2023 for 1.602 billion. And those both were only one person won. And then 3 people won one back in 2016 for 1.586 billion. There was actually 3 tickets on the 4th one. I still wouldn't be mad at it though.
Do you pick your own numbers or have they given you?
No, you can do either
You can
one.
either do easy pick or pick your own numbers.
Yeah, they call it
Quick pick.
quick pick. if you would just want the machine to pick random numbers, or you can do your own.
I
Because
was,
there's some people that are hardcore lottery players and they play the same numbers every week.
yeah, I use the same numbers.
Yeah, it's usually like birthdays and their kids' birthdays or grandkids' birthdays or whatever. It's usually some numbers that mean something to them.
Our automatic one's called a lucky dip.
Yeah, they call them quick picks here. Is you gotta get the little sheet and like fill out the little bubbles, and it's annoying when you get behind somebody at the gas station and they want 30 fucking tickets, and then half the sheets aren't reading because they didn't color in the bubbles right.
I just do mine online.
Oh, so fucking annoying. Now, some states here too have what they call second chance winning, and you can take your old lottery tickets and scratch offs and shit and re-enter them for a second chance to win a jackpot.
Try that, Ed. See if that works.
Florida
Send it to
doesn't
you on
do it,
Messenger.
but California does. My mom won $10,000 off of a scratch off that she re-entered, and you can only do, I think, like 5 or 6 a day. There's a limit how many you can re-enter a day. Because she used to go to her buddy's, one of our old family friends that owned a gas station for years. She used to go there and he would give her all the tickets that weren't
No,
winners
stop.
and just hand her handfuls of
Yeah.
them, and she'd take them home and just keep entering them every day on the computer.
Mm.
She did that for a couple of years, ended up winning 10 grand off one of them. By the time it was all said and done, I think she got like 6,000 or something after the state and federal took their cut of it. But basically, it was free money for her because she didn't pay for the lottery ticket originally, so, or the scratch off.
Mm-hmm.
It was just one that was given to her.
Back in a minute. Got a phone call.
And then my aunt and uncle, I remember they won back in the mid 90s. They won a lotto on the Powerball. They got so many numbers, I think they ended up winning like 70 or 80,000, which was a lot for back in the early 90s. That was a lot of money. That'd have bought you a house and 2 cars. Thank you. Oh shit, that's hot.
I'm gonna send you one more. The second one would probably be better. I'm looking at the way you're sitting there.
You know, Ed, you totally got the look of some like good old boy from the South. And you fit in with them boys in like North Carolina and Georgia.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying you got that like kind of backwoods, like kind of hunter rednecky look to you, which isn't a bad thing.
It's the beard, man. It's the beard.
Now let me do it. Hold on.
Well, send it to my email, please.
Do I have your email?
Yeah, I can give it to you.
Yeah, just put it in there.
Oh
Put
yeah,
it
I'll
in
send it. I'll send it to the thing. What am I talking about?
Well, you can put it in the private messenger on Zoom too. There's a private messenger that you can send directly to Joe. Down at the bottom, just go to chat. And then you can type your message in the bottom, and then you can choose who you want to send it to, or if you want to send it to everybody. And it only goes to the people on the panel. Like nobody on the stream can see it or anything.
Yeah, it's called chat.
Yeah, and if you click the blue box, you can pick just Joe if you want just Joe to have it. The way if I can say things about Joe on the panel without him knowing.
Yeah.
What are you trying to send him?
Send him a background.
What, for Zoom?
The one he's got on there, I made.
Mhm.
I readjusted it because of the way he sits.
Oh, okay. Well, you just shifted the whole logo to one side or something?
Yeah, changed it around a whole bunch. I just moved it around a little bit, made it in two different areas where he's got a gap in the middle.
Okay.
But it's still the same all in one part, but then I've got a little change to the other side. No barking, stop. Okay? Go eat your dish. That's what you get today. You're on a diet. I told you that. And
I'll
she's
just
been
send
cut
it to you
about.
on Messenger.
Oh, I got it.
Well, Joe, you got to go on a diet too, so you can. That way, they have mental, emotional support with it. So go get you some tofu at the store.
Emotional damage. No, I've cut back too the last couple of days. I'm taking the fluid pills. I'm dropped 7 pounds.
Me too.
I knew that it was the fluid that was doing it to me.
Gotta go get those tofu patties that look like chicken.
No,
I'm looking for something, but I don't know what I'm looking for.
I'll tell you what, the vegan section when I worked in produce, oh my god, dude, that shit looked so gross. Nothing looked appetizing. All the meat was like had this like nasty, like almost like it was bad meat, like a grayish look to it. It was, ugh.
yeah, I just sent it to you. I think you'll like this one better. It's the same thing, but I just rearranged it so when you're sitting in the middle, it shouldn't affect it. You be able to see everything. I changed it. I put a little more texture in it too.
Did you have to resize it when you made it, or
No, I
it
just
fit?
resized instead of having it big like that. I didn't know what
Moved
it
it
was gonna use it
around.
for.
Yep.
I just shrunk that down about 1/3 the side, moved it over so it's not in his way. Where he'll be in the clear. Then I put a drone flying on the other side, and then I did YouTube on the bottom, the left-hand corner.
No, what I was talking about is the original one you made. Did you have to resize it to fit Zoom, or did it just
Oh
fit?
no, no,
Oh, okay.
I did it through Canva where you put the stuff in and it designs the image. And then I went back and I changed some things that I didn't like and moved it around a little bit. I was trying to do a Mini 3 Pro and I was getting drones close to it that they were giving me. But then when I tried to put an actual picture of a Mini 3 Pro in it, it just didn't look right. It looked better just using a design like that, you know?
Yeah, because I've used some different pictures for Zoom backgrounds, and some of them fit really good like that, and then other ones would look all distorted because they were too big. I'd
Yeah.
have to go
Yeah.
resize
I
them.
gotta pitch some peanuts. Be right back.
There you go. You heard it. See, if you
Nice.
didn't pitch peanuts, you wouldn't have to sell drones.
He said that on purpose.
If I told Sarah I was pitching peanuts, that'd mean a whole different thing.
Stop. He wouldn't have to sell his blower, his drone. He wouldn't have to sell a drone. You know, it's like, shoot, that's what $200 a month, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He don't even spend $200 a month on his food, only on Boston creams.
He probably spends that on Pepsi.
Well, he does on Pepsi. I said food, but I guarantee you, between the breakfast bowl and his Boston creams, he might not even spend that much.
Yeah, because those are like 30 packs, I think.
Yeah,
Those aren't the 24s. I think those are 30s from Sam's.
yeah, those are big ones.
I bought
And if he gets below two of them, he's got to get 2 more.
I bought 4 24 packs of different flavors. I got an orange, a Pepsi Zero Sugar Cherry, a Pepsi Zero Sugar Mango, and a Tango Strawberry Crush.
I don't like diet soda or zero flavor or
I like-
anything, man. That shit tastes like watery soda. Ugh.
£8.50 for 24 cans.
That's
They got
probably
a-
what he's paying for a 30 pack because he bought it
Yeah.
at Sam's because you're buying it in bulk, so you get it cheaper. But see, at Sam's Club and Costco, sometimes they require you have to buy so much to get that deal too.
Well, yeah, they do. It was buy 4 lots of 24 for £34.
yeah.
So it was like a £12 saving.
Yeah, sometimes if you go to like Costco, they'll have like cakes or something. They'll be really cheap, but then they'll tell you have to buy like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah,
It's like
they're
a
tapping
minimum
on the
amount.
window. Thank you, Uncle Joe.
And Boone's out in the garden going, "Thank you, Uncle Joe." As he chases him round.
Joe, can you send it, the second one on Messenger? It didn't come through the email.
Yeah, hold on.
It might take a minute.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes when you send pictures or like a small video clip, something really
It can
small,
go anywhere.
it can take a while for it to come through.
Check your junk folder.
Yeah, check
Yeah,
all
let's
your
just send it
folders,
to your
like
messenger.
check your spam and your junk folder and all that crap. It might be in
Yeah,
I
I
one.
like
just made
this.
this a little bit smaller to the right.
If you're like me, you would put Joe in the spam folder, so check there. There it is.
That's why I keep my hand right here. It's easy to just do that.
Now what you need to do is just get you a gold chain and put that golden finger around your
Yeah,
neck.
make a little bitty one.
Oh, fuck.
Where the Lance go again?
I have no idea.
No, don't know.
Well, he's footloose and fancy free this week.
No, he's not. He's got to stay at home with the dog.
His wife will be home by now.
No. Got about another half hour of school.
Oh yeah, he's 8 hours in here. Forgot.
All right, I gotta jump off. I will catch y'all later.
All right,
Okay,
see
Joe.
you.
I'm gonna go lay down. Watch
Later.
a movie or something.
Yeah, that should fit right in there.
Yeah, your little squirrels out there having just a good old time, Joe.
Not my little squirrel. Stop. No. No. Go eat the food in your dish. You got food in your dish. I know. I'm not giving you anything till I cook. You gotta wait. Then I'll give you a piece of chicken. Wait.
Chicken.
I'll get a turd somewhere for that.
You get a what?
A turd somewhere on the floor for that.
Oh, they're gonna pay you back?
Oh, she gets mad at me. She'll go leave one.
Chinese sweet and sour chicken and egg fried rice.
Sounds good.
Ready meal from Tesco.
They got a place they opened up. Let me find a picture. Went that other day and I took a picture of the thing. It's Chopsticks Express. That's what it's called.
Uh-huh.
Let me just put it on, send it to me and I'll put it on the screen. Show you the pricing. I wanted to see what the pricing was. I said, I wasn't sure what I wanted, so I said, I better go look at it before I try to buy it from it.
I can't figure these cameras and stuff out. I redid the cameras and now I can only get some of the cameras on the phone and some of the cameras are not on the online here.
Yeah, that's what Justin's for. You gotta tell him when he's here. He knows how to get those back.
Justin does?
He's helped you before.
Yeah, but he's gone to bed.
Yeah, you need to catch him when he's on. You gotta quit. Why'd you redo him?
I'm done.
I don't know.
Something to do.
But it's a different well, because I changed the phone and it didn't have that phone icon on here.
So all you have to do is sign into it like you always do.
Mm-hmm.
Use same password, Paul. Nothing changed there. Whatever password you signed in on the computer, it's the same password you sign in on the what you call it.
It's a different format too.
On your phone, it's a different format. It's always a different format. But it's the same format as your other phone. Because the app's always the same. Here you go, Mark. Let me show you. That's the thing. You get one side and one entree for $8.25. One side, two entrees for $9.75. And then one side, three entrees for $11.25. If you want something, a family meal is $34.95. Two sides, three entrees, which that don't sound like a family meal to me. You can actually get, that don't make sense. Because it serves 4 to 5, you get the one side, three, it's large entrees, different entrees. But the entrees are sesame chicken, lychee chicken, orange chicken, bourbon chicken, coconut shrimp, beef broccoli, beef mushrooms, kung pao, chicken, sweet and sour chicken, I can't read that word. Black pepper chicken, mixed vegetables, and I can't read that last one either.
Spell it.
It's ma pao tofu. For hell with that. The other one was chicken broccoli. And then you got, if you want egg rolls are $2.25. You get 2 vegetable egg rolls for $2.25. 1 chicken egg roll for $2.25. You want the soup, egg drop soup is $2.95. You want a drink, it's $2.50, $3.50. And if you want, lunch hibachis, comes with fried rice and vegetables, and it says in miscellaneous. What the hell is miscellaneous? But you can get the hibachi steak for $14.95. You can mix 2 of them for $17.95. You get the shrimp and chicken $13.95 and $11.25. And then if you want the fried dinner hibachis, it's the same stuff with vegetable, chicken, steak, shrimp mixed 2. It goes from $14 to $20. But that's the place called Chopstick Express. I was thinking about getting the $11.25 like that and getting the side. What's the side? See, I don't see where it says side. That's the whole problem.
It usually is either fries, fried rice, noodles.
Well, it should say side as a fried rice. That's what it should say.
I'm just gonna drop out for a second and download this picture, and then I'll come back in.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Because the same as over here, the rice, the noodles, the bean sprouts, things like that, unless you're actually getting a chow mein which is made with noodles, or a
Yeah.
fried rice dish which is made with rice. You have to
Right.
order the rice or noodles separately.
Yeah, I think if I ordered the 3 entrees, I'd get the coconut shrimp, probably the beef broccoli, and the kung pao chicken.
Don't
And
they
then
do
I'd
a
rather
kung?
the
They
side
don't
right.
do a
I'd rather
kung
rice.
pao. They don't do a kung pao shrimp.
No.
Oh, 'cause it's nice that.
Yeah, I'd rather fried rice as my side. You know, that wouldn't be bad for 11.25.
Yeah, get the egg fried rice if they do it. That's nicer.
Yeah, it depends on how big the stuff is. It could be little stupid
Yeah, they
portions. You
might
know.
only small. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks. I put it like this. It looks pretty big on what they got for a plate, but it could be a little plate.
I mean, if I go and buy a Chinese takeout from the chippy across the road from me, the actual, like you say, it's an entree. It's just the actual dish it comes in a tin-foil tray that's about 8 inches long, 4 inches wide, and 3 inches deep.
Yeah.
And that'll feed 2 people easy.
Yeah. Oh, I won't be on in the morning. Remember, got a lot of running to do in the morning.
Oh, yeah, you've got to take your daughter.
Yeah, I got to pick her up at 7.
Mm.
I got to drop her off by 7:30, and I got to drive and be at my appointment by 8, which is not 4, but it's traffic time. And then once I'm finished my appointment, I'm done until later that night, until I pick her up at noon. But I'm gonna go to the grocery. I got a couple things to get, and it's gonna be good weather tomorrow morning. So after I go do my appointment, I'm probably gonna fly my drone.
Well,
Probably fly a little bit, and then go pick her up. Go to grocery, pick her up.
you're not got to take the granddaughter to daycare at the same time.
No, I don't have a car seat in mine.
Yeah.
My ex is gonna drop her off on the way to her work,
Right.
and then. And I tell you, my daughter better get this crap together because she better not expect me to bring her to work every day. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
It is not happening. And I'm gonna tell her that. Then I'll get you here and get you back. But if you take this job, you're gonna have your car. That's what you bought your car for, and you're gonna be driving back and forth. And you need to do something with the guy in the house. He's got a car that he don't want to drive it because his air conditioner doesn't work. I know that's what it is. That's his problem. He could fix it a long time ago with the money. When she gave him $1,000 out of the income tax, he could have got his air conditioner fixed in the car, or he could have got rid of that car and bought him a car for $1,000 at work.
Yeah,
because you can find them around here. It says he uses everybody. But it's just the bottom line. She's going to need the job, the car to get to work 5 days a week. He's got a car to get to work 5 days a week. He needs to just do his shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like you got a problem, child.
No, it's not my problem.
Oh,
It's her
yeah, it is
problem.
because she brings the problem to daddy.
And I tell her no.
Mm-hmm.
I got to hear about the problem. That's all I got to do. And like I told her straight out, I said, all I'm telling you is this. He threatens to break up and file for custody of the kid. Just write all this crap down. Bring us in. He stays home from work a couple of days a week. He always threatens not to go to work if he can't use her car. You know, stuff like that. He's not getting this kid. He doesn't pay his other child support. He's not getting this kid. He
was already a deadbeat dad, huh?
Well, technically, is this he was married to the other girl. He's only the boyfriend with this baby. In the state of Louisiana, if you're not married, the parent doesn't have any right. The male parent doesn't have any right if the girl says no. He can't do anything. And I said, don't you marry this guy. She said, oh, that ain't happening. Yeah, the only way he might get to see her, and if he starts acting stupid, he might only get to see her with visitation, with somebody with him. That better? You could use the other one for something else, like for your site, and you could use that one for when you're on here.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I figured that would get everything in the middle and change it around a little. You see that's the second one. The first one I got you probably still work. You'll make the stuff on with the shield and everything on the top.
Okay.
The head would be a little bit bigger. But just make your decision. Use one of the two. That's the
Yeah,
only thing I made a little bit smaller just now. The other one would bring it a little bit bigger, fill it a little bit more.
Okay.
But that'll give you something in here that's a little different. And I put that little texture on it to make it give you a little texture, like a wall.
Yeah, yeah, no, thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. But that would look, if you took this deal right here, the one with your on the right, that with the YouTube and the head and all of that, you get a good sticker made on that.
Which on this one right here?
Yeah, on just that right side where all
Yeah,
of it's
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
That'd make a nice sticker. Get you about a 2.5-inch sticker. It look good. Because everything's blocked out good. Yeah, I like it. I like that one. I actually like that one the best. And if I remember right, that wasn't the drone that was on there. That was a drone from another one I didn't like, and I pulled the drone off and put it on this one
Oh,
because I could stretch it out like that. Yeah, I only worked till 11 o'clock last night doing it.
oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
When I sent it to you is when I finished.
Wow.
So you had an early night then.
Yeah, I did actually. I went to bed about 11:20. That's about the time I sent it to you. I'd finished about 11, but I
You
kept
know, so-
clicking it and saying, "Man, it would have something that's perfectly good, but they'd spell something wrong."
So now
And I
how do
like
I
the-
get, go ahead,
Well-
sorry.
Go ahead. What do you do? How do you do what?
Like on YouTube page, right? How do I get, like, you know how Paul has beside his name, he has the picture of the two little dogs, Snoopy?
Yeah, your YouTube is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to have to resize that for your YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely have to resize that. I'll do that later today. Because it's a whole different size format. And
Yeah,
I'll
and
get it
it's
so
round.
your top header, it'll be your top header, and I'll stick it where the top header would just be centered like it was,
Mhm.
like that, and then I'll make a smaller one if you want to put it in how you got a little round circle.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want that, I'll make one like that for you of the whole thing, so it'd be both in the same. I'll give you a couple of options, but they'll fit in, and that's under YouTube Studio customization. But that won't fit in there right because it's too wide,
Sit. Sit
too
down.
too
Sit
tall.
down. Sit.
Yeah, I'll hook it up. I'll go to that meeting I think tonight.
Boom. Sit.
And when I get back, I'll do it. That's
No
easy to
rush.
make. What makes it easier to make is the fact that I
down.
still have it in Photoshop
Sit.
and I haven't changed it so I can use that as a PSD file and just move it
Hey.
around.
Okay.
I just got to put the right dimensions in it.
Mm.
Maybe I'll use the other one for I want to get like a hoodie done.
Yeah. Saying if your camera was a little further and you were a little higher, That's a good place for it. Yeah, because if you go back in the middle now, watch. Yeah, you're still in the right place. That's good news. That's too high. He gone. Like Duck Dynasty, he gone.
Right there.
That's a good height. But that gives everything on there so that everybody knows who you are. Yeah. Paul, I'm gonna jump off. I gotta run to that meeting.
Oh, you're gonna go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I need to just go touch base.
Okay, well, we might as well close it down. We only got 8 people watching.
Yeah.
Everybody, hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all you again in the morning. Ed, have a good evening. Mark, take care.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
Behave yourself, Joe.
I know.